Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. In this lesson, I am going to give brief information about Arabic language grammar. What is Arabic grammar about? What are the fundamentals of Arabic grammar? The Arabic language is composed of three different sciences that help us to understand and comprehend where the language begins and where it ends. The sciences of Arabic are in fact 12 in number. However, the sciences that are most important for the understanding of the Quran and Sunnah are three. First is النحو. It is most often translated as grammar. It teaches us how to join a noun, verb, and particle to form a correct sentence, as well as what the i'rab, condition of the last letter of a word, should be. For example, يقرأ الطالب الكتاب. The student is reading book. The second science of Arabic language is sarf. It is often translated as morphology. The science of sarf is mostly related to verbs and that which derives from them. For example, درس, يدرس, أدرس, درس, دراسة, درس, يدرس, درس, تدريس, مدرس, مدرسة. All these are derived from the root verb which is درس, he studied. And the third science of Arabic language is البلاغة. Balagha, it is a science dealing with eloquence of the Arabic language and how to convey proper meanings according to the situation. Balagha also deals with the meanings of words and they take shape in different usage. Balagha is essential in fully understanding the ijaz, miraculous nature of the Holy Quran. In our lesson, we will be dealing with النحو. If Allah grants permission and ability, strength, I will also be explaining and presenting lessons on sarf and balagha in the future, inshallah. This chart provides an overview of Arabic grammar and establishes a framework for the future learning. Al-Kalam, speech. Arabic speech is divided into two types. First, kalima, word. The word is of three types. First, ismun, noun. It is that word name of a person, place or thing. Example, Ahmad, Misru, Kitabun. The second type of kalima is fi'lun, verb. It is that word by which we understand some action being done. It is of five kinds, tenses: past, present, future, command, and forbid. Al-Madi, past tense. Al-Mudari', present. Al-Mustaqbal, future. Al-Amru, command. Al-Nahyu, forbid. Kataba, he wrote. Yaktubu, he is writing. Sayaktubu, he will write. Uktub, write. La taktub, don't write. The third type of kalima is harf, particle. Particle is a word in which the meaning will only be understood when it is used with other words in a sentence. Particles such as prepositions and conjunctions. Example, fi, ila, min, bi, li, wa. Fi is in, ila, to, min, from, bi, with, li, for, wa, and. The second type of kalam, speech, is murakkab, compound. Compound is a group of two or more words combined together to convey a meaning. There are two kinds of murakkab, compound. First, tamun. It refers to a sentence that conveys a complete meaning. Example, al-baytu kabirun. The house is big. It's a full sentence, complete sentence. The second type of murakkab is naqis, It refers to a phrase or part of sentence. It does not convey a complete meaning. Example, قلم المدرس, the teacher's pen. In this lesson, we are going to learn أنواع الكلمة, types of word. In Arabic, there are 3 types of word, which are known as following. اسم noun, فعل verb, حرف particle. The first type of word is noun. That includes all nouns and pronouns. Nouns like animals, objects, proper names of people and places. Some examples of nouns are كتاب, book, سيارة, car, شجرة, tree, Mecca, a city, Misr, Egypt, Ahmed, and Aisha are proper nouns. Pronouns like personal pronouns أنا, I, أنت, you for male, أنتِ, you for female, هو, he, and he, she. And for demonstrative pronouns هذا and هذه, هذا this for male and هذه this for female. And relative pronouns الذي and التي, they mean which, that, who, relative pronouns. The second type of kalima, word, is فعل, verb, that includes all tenses, all forms of verbs. ماضي, past tense, فعل, he did. مضارع, present tense, يفعل, he is doing. أمر, command, افعل, do. نهي, prohibitive, لا تفعل, don't do. The third type of kalima is harf, particle, that includes prepositions, articles, and conjunctions, etc. There are 2 types of particles. The first one, non-causative particles. Example, a, هل, و, ف, ثم, ما, لا, نعم, يا, لو, س, سوف. Some of them are question words, some of them are conjunctions, and some of them are negative particles, and some of them are future tense particles. They do not cause any changes in the following word. They don't change the last harakah of the following word at all. The second type of particles is causative particles. They cause changes in the following word to fatha, kasra, or sukun. Examples of them are في, إلى, من, بي, لي, إن, أن, أن, كي, لن, إن, لم. If we give example in a sentence, البيت, the house, أحمد في البيت, Ahmad is in the house. في means in. It caused kasra in the following word. It changed the last harakah of the following word to kasra. The second example, al-kitabu, the book, inna al-kitaba mufidun. Inna means indeed, verily. Al-kitaba mufidun. It caused fatha in the following word. Indeed, the book is useful. Inna al-kitaba mufidun. I would like to give some important terms to know for grammar in the future lessons. مذكر, masculine. مؤنث, feminine. مفرد, singular. مثنى, dual. جمع, plural. إعراب, case endings, whether the word ends with dhamma or fatha or kasra. Dhamma, u sound. Fatha, a sound. Kasra, e sound. Raf'un, dhamma state of noun. Nasbun, fatha state of noun. Jarrun, Kasra state of noun, jazmun or sukun that is free from any three harakah, dhamma, fatha or kasra. Marfu' nominative, dhamma case of noun. Mansubun accusative, fatha case of noun. Majrurun genitive, kasra case of noun. And majzoom jazm, sukun case of verbs. Nouns do not take sukun at all, only verbs take sukun. Anwa'ul ism, types or qualities of nouns. Al-ismu wa anwa'uhu, noun and its qualities. Before we mention qualities, now let's define what ism is. Al-ismu, noun, is a word that names a person, place or thing, as in Khalid, museum or book. It can be indefinite or definite, singular, dual or plural, masculine or feminine. It can carry any three haraka, vowels. In a sentence, it functions as a subject or an object. Now let's mention what these qualities are. What are the four qualities of noun? The first one, at-tadhkir wa ta'nith, gender. In Arabic, unlike in English, each noun is either masculine or feminine. The second quality is al-adad, numbers, such as singular, dual or plural. The third quality is at-ta'rif wa tankir, definiteness or indefiniteness. Each noun is either definite or indefinite. And the last quality is al-i'rab, case ending, whether the noun ends with dhamma, fatha or kasra. Now let's begin with the first quality, at-tadhkir wa ta'nith, gender. A noun can be categorized into two categories with respect to its gender, masculine al-mudhakkar and feminine al-muannath. Masculine called al-mudhakkar in Arabic and feminine called al-muannath. Each noun, whether it is person, place, animal or thing, is either masculine or feminine. A noun is masculine by default. A noun is masculine by default. In Arabic, most feminine nouns that refer to human are derived from masculine nouns by adding the feminine marker suffix ta, which is called at-ta al-marbuta, round ta. At-ta al-marbuta, round ta or closed ta, is the feminine marker. Now let's give examples. How to make masculine feminine. How to change masculine noun to a feminine noun. Talibun is a male student. It's a masculine. Talibun. Talibatun is female student and it is feminine. We added ta marbuta, round ta, at the end of the word. Another example, walidun, father. By adding ta marbuta, it becomes walidatun, mother. The last example, zawjun, husband, and by adding ta marbuta, it becomes zawjatun, wife, husband and wife. We said earlier that a noun is masculine by default. The nouns are masculine by default. Examples, qalamun, pen, kitabun, book, a pen, a book, baytun, a house. These are considered as masculine because they don't have ta marbuta at the end of the word. If we add ta marbuta, it will be feminine, such as shajaratun, a tree, usratun, a family, sayyaratun, a car. All these are considered as feminine because they have ta marbuta at the end. The second quality of the noun is al-adad, number. singular, dual, or plural. A singular in Arabic called mufrad. It's a noun refers to one person or entity. Mufrad is singular. A dual is called in Arabic muthanna. It refers to two people or entities. And plural is called jam'un. It refers to three or more. The dual is derived from the singular by adding alif and noun regardless of the type of singular. Alif and noun by adding after singular word. Example, talibun, a student, one student. By adding alif and noon, it becomes talibani, two students. It's a dual. Talibun is singular and talibani dual. Remember, we need to eliminate tanween at the end of the word when we add alif and noon. No more tanween is written at the end of the word. Talibun. Is removed. It becomes talibani if we add alif and noon. Example for feminine noun, talibatun, female student, and dual of it is talibatani, two female students. Talibatun, talibatani. Kitabun, a book. Kitabani, two books. Sayyaratun, a car. Sayyaratani, two cars. When it comes to plural, there are two types of plural. Sound plural, al-jam'u salim, and broken plural, jam'u taksir. Sound plural is called al-jam'u salim, and broken plural is called jam'u taksir. The sound plural is regular and is derived from the singular by adding waw and noon in the case of masculine, and it sounds like un. And alif ta in the case of feminine, it sounds like at. For masculine, un, waw noon, un, and for feminine, alif and ta, at. The broken plural is irregular and has different forms. There's no one way, there's no one rule to form a broken plural. Now first let's give example for sound plural. Sound masculine plural. Al-jam'ul mudhakkar salim. Sound masculine plural. Mudarrisun, a male teacher. Mudarrisuna, male teachers, more than two, three or more teachers. Mudarrisun, mudarrisuna. This is called sound masculine plural. Al-jam'ul mudhakkar salim. An example for sound feminine plural is mudarrisatun, a female teacher. Mudarrisatun, female teachers, three or more female teachers. And this is called sound feminine plural. Al-jam'ul muannath salim. And now let's give example for irregular plural or broken plurals. As we said, they don't have one rule, one way, or one form. They all have different forms. Kitabun, a book. Kutubun, books, three or more books. Qalamun, pen. Aqlamun, pens, three or more pens. Baytun, house. Buyutun, houses, three or more houses. Hadiqatun, garden. Hadaiqu, gardens. As we see, all of them have different forms. Now let's go to the next quality of the noun. The third quality is al-i'rab, case ending. There are three cases of Arabic nouns. First, the nominative case, halatul raf. It means that the noun is marked by a dhamma on the ending letters. Example, kitabun, kitabun. And this is called halatul raf, the nominative case. The second case is the accusative case, حالة النصب. It means that the noun is marked by a fatha on the ending letters. Example, كتابا, كتابا. The third case is the genitive case, حالة الجر. It means that the noun is marked by a kasra on the ending letters. Example, كتاب, كتاب. If we give example in a sentence, البيت كبير, the house is big. البيت كبير. The word بيت gets dhamma in this sentence because it is subject. Subjects get dhamma. The second example, رأيت البيت, رأيت البيت. I saw the house. The word house, البيت, gets fatha in this sentence because it is object. Objects get fatha in Arabic. And the third example, أنا في البيت, I am in the house. أنا في البيت. The word البيت gets kasra in this sentence because it is followed by a prepositions. A noun is followed by preposition gets kasra. أنا في البيت. The fourth and the last quality of a noun is التعريف والتنكير, definiteness or indefiniteness. The first one, indefinite, النكرة. النكرة is called indefinite. Definition of it is the name of an unspecific person, place or thing. It is marked by tanween. It is marked by tanween. Example, أمن رجل, رجل أمن. A book, كتاب, كتاب, a book. A city, مدينة, مدينة, a city. The second one is definite, المعرفة, المعرفة, definite. It is the name of a specific person, place or thing. Example, the man, الرجل. It is a specific person, الرجل, the man. مصر, Egypt, مصر, Egypt, أحمد. In most cases, it is indicated by alif and lam, prefix to the noun. This also results in eliminating the tanween at the end of the word. Example, كتاب, a book, الكتاب, the book. As we see, tanween is no more written on the last letter. كتاب, الكتاب. When we add alif lam, tanween becomes single dhamma. Second example, بيت, a house, البيت, the house. طالب, student, الطالب, the student. And last example, مدرسون, a teacher, المدرس, the teacher. This all for today's lesson. Each of these qualities will be explained in details in the future lesson, inshallah. See you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ila liqa.